Greetings from Dr. Theodore S. Wright Jr. and the Mayfair Clinic, and K.M. Hayashi of Toyomega Incorporated. This presentation is a unique and a twofold legacy community lifestyle plan. It is focused on developers, investors, and people who wish to participate in the legacy concept for a better life. This concept is geared for the Asian man or woman who would like to work, be trained or educated in America, live in America, and take advantage of higher wages. Save those extra dollars to retire back home in Asia or other parts of Asia where retirement dollars go farther. With this opportunity, you can occasionally go back to your homeland to visit family and friends. This offers a great life, allowing you to enjoy the best of two countries while not overpopulating the USA. This improves quality of life by sending back home seniors who can improve their homeland or parts of Asia by spreading the values they learned in America, combined with their gained wisdom of improving their homeland or Asia. This concept, however, is not exclusive to Asia or Asians. The legacy can adjust its concept to fit any ethnic people that are in need of a better life, a better way of living. The legacy concept helps the individual by acclimating them to the USA, giving them affordable housing, food, and entertainment geared to their needs and tastes. The legacy concept also provides financial planning, assistance, and help with visa and immigration through H-1B, EB-5 plans, and others. This unique development was started and grew into this double success concept we present to you today. In 2013, Dr. Theodore S. Wright Jr. and Mr. Hayashi met for the first time and talked about Mr. Hayashi's ingenious plan and how to fit it in nicely with Dr. Wright's development. They named their concept the Legacy at the Right Place. The Legacy at the Right Place starts with this beautiful Crystal Community Center over the present Mayfair CTA station. This community center can host a variety of events, seminars, and meetings, as well as a training area for outsourcing and healthcare. Mr. Hayashi believes in bringing back outsourcing to America with his unique two-edged plan. He feels again he can benefit America and the world. Attached to the community center will be Dr. Wright's new clinic facility, housing many new medical departments to satisfy the needs of the community and occupants of the legacy. This includes corporate medical needs to reduce insurance premiums. The legacy will have a host of amenities, some with an Asian twist, beginning with the two lower levels of underground parking for the tenants, employees, and visitors. Above ground, there will be a second-floor medical clinic and wellness center, including 2 floors like Healthcare Satori and outsourcing businesses. There will be an Asian food court, grocery store, and onsen health spa. Click on appropriate tabs for more information. There will be a lovely atrium on the 4th floor and a Japanese garden path with a colorful koi pond. Plus, Mr. Hayashi has dedicated and is building a special tea house in the legacy to honor his teacher and friend, Reverend Gyoko Saito, where Mr. Hayashi is taking his teacher's lessons and making them more Americanized for the American public, as well as using the teachings of many of his mentors along the way who have the same mission. Mr. Hayashi calls this nutritious Japanese American Buddhism. Click on the appropriate tab and find out more. To help make this a totally green community, the architects have designed a unique way to cool and partially heat this facility by tapping into the 55-degree clay beds that lie beneath this property. They also employ tankless water heaters that will supply immediate hot water and avoid the high cost of storing large tanks. The glass used will be human and environmentally friendly. Each facility will be individually lit, heated, and cooled. There will be a direct access to the Metro trains, serving the Loop and suburbs, through a second-floor corridor leading into the Metro station. The Legacy is just minutes from the CTA bus station, which allows access to the city. It's just a short trip to Chicago O'Hare's Airport and just minutes to major highways. The Legacy is the hub for easy access to Chicago and suburbs. On the above floors, extending to the 10th floor, there will be convenient studios, 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom accommodations, as well as a corporate housing and Asian corporate suites. In 2014, Dr. Wright and Mr. Hayashi asked Kenneth Yang to join them. He is a well-known eco-architect. Here is more about him and his eco-architecture.
How we live in and organize our cities is going to be critical to a successful future. Ken Yang, an architect and ecologist, has big ideas on how skyscrapers of the future might look.
I believe that biology is the biggest source of ideas, the biggest source of invention. Nobody can invent better than nature. And so if you like, nature is my biggest source of inspiration. My contention is that 80% of the impact of the building is caused by its design. If we can anticipate the impact at the design stage, we can reduce the impact from 80% to, if we can, minimal. I think it's the single most pressing issue that all designers must address today. Otherwise, this millennium will be our last. The ecologist has a much more comprehensive and holistic view of the world. We're looking at the natural environment as well as the human-built environment and the connectivity between the two. That means when we design the building, we're not looking at it as an object, but we're looking at it and its relationship with the natural environment. I call this process of imitation eco-mimesis, imitating the processes in nature. Another aspect that we should imitate is that in nature, the only source of energy is from the sun. Everything comes from the sun through the process of photosynthesis. Whereas now, our source of energy is from fossil fuels. So until we are able to operate and run by imitating photosynthesis, it'll be a long while before we can have a truly ecological system. In the EDIT Tower, what we're trying to do is to interpret as many of our ecological ideas as possible into this single building project. First thing we did was to try and balance the inorganic mass of the tower with more organic mass, which means bring vegetation and landscaping into the building. We wanted it to be low energy, so we had photovoltaics on its facades, particularly facing the east and west side, and on its roof, so that in this way it would have its own energy source. So we had sunshades which was scallop shade, so that we could collect rainwater. And then the building has its own sort of water filtration system, so the water is recycled within the building, and then the sewage are recycled. And so in many ways it is, if you like, a human-made ecosystem, but in a tower form. Within the next 5 to 10 years, we'll see a lot more green buildings being built. Not just buildings, but green cities, green environment, green master plans, green products, green transportation. Reduced use of cars and better use of public transportation affects the planning of cities. And so planners all over the world are aware of this, but some are in a better position to implement it than others. I believe that if we are committed towards it and that we continue to educate people and get the whole world community to implement green features and aspects, not just in their lifestyles, but in their businesses, in their industries, then we're heading towards a green future. So my dream, for the future is that it's a green dream, but as Kermit the Frog says, it's not easy being green, but we should try and make it as green as possible. And I'm very optimistic.
So in conclusion of our brief look into the legacy at the right place, if we have aroused your curiosity as an investor, developer, business, or individual, feel free to call us and talk with either Mr. Hayashi or Dr. Wright. They will appreciate your input. Thank you.